They've always said you can choose your friends, but you can't choose your family. John Deere have said, not today, folks. The 6M series tractor, they've taken an already great machine and made it better. This is a truly bespoke customisation. If you're a farmer or a contractor, you can now choose from 3 engine configurations. There's 5 frame sizes and more transmission options than you can shake the proverbial stick at. The 6M range from John Deere, the true all-rounder. Customers said, we love the 6M series tractors. How about a 50k transmission? Deere said, sure. What about an IVT? No problems. Customers said, how about a 195 litre a minute pump, a reverse fan, and a little bit more horsepower around the load? They said, yeah, sounds a little demanding, but why not? Deere said, the 230 and 250R have been popular tractors. How about we give you that in a 6M? They said, gee, you guys are generous. Introducing the 6M series tractors from John Deere. Everything you need and nothing you don't. There's 2 models in the extra large frame chassis 6M. We've got the 230 and the 250 flagship beside me. Thanks to front and cab suspension and the standard 50k IVT transmission make these perfect haulage machines. RTK, SFRTK, thanks to Operations Centre and the Starfire receiver, as well as the partnership between Starlink and John Deere, make this a fully connected machine no matter how rural you are. Visibility in the new 6M series cab is fantastic thanks to the new roofline, the one-piece windscreen and the low-mounted wiper. We've also got our main control dash on the A-pillar, which helps with forward visibility, and our controls are all mounted on the right-hand console. We've got our rear electronic SCV controls here, and our joystick does the mid-mount, for in this case the front linkage and PDO. Those familiar with John Deere cabs will notice that this is the standard IVT lever. Now this is mounted on the compact command arm, and it has plenty of functionality but doesn't take up too much of the cab space. We then move down to the main party piece. That's the G5 Plus universal display. So being the Plus is the 12.8 inch display, and it's very clear, and in this case gives us guidance. So this tractor is an auto track ready tractor, and thanks to SFRTK we can now have that through our main screen. We also have 5-year repeatability at 2.5 centimetre accuracy on SFRTK. Since the first 6000 series tractor rolled off the production line in Mannheim, Germany in 1993, one thing has stayed the same: the full frame chassis. And the new 6M series tractor is no different, folks. I hear you say, Jaden, the chassis seems like a weird feature to highlight. I'll tell you what, folks, it is a game changer. The fact that John Deere also make their own loaders mean they can completely configure the tractor and the loader combination. You also can add front linkage and PDO onto it. And what that does is spreads all of the forces throughout the length of the tractor rather than one specific location. It also significantly improves operator comfort and longevity of the machine. In the cab of the mid-frame tractors, I'm in the 6M 155. Now that is the start of the 20-speed gearboxes, so 140 and below is 24 speed and 155 and above is 20 speed. Now this is the command quad transmission. Mechanically, it's a power quad with an electro-hydraulic box over the top to give additional user friendliness. We've got either A, B or C where you can just stay in that specific range, or we then push the other button, which is B, C, D and E. Now what that means is with our little bump lever we can go through the 4 power shifts in each range, and then we can keep pushing it forward and it goes through a range change into the next range. You can also flick it into auto and it will do all of that by itself. Now this is on the compact command arm. You can also get this console mounted. So also on the command arm here we've got our electro joystick for our mid-mount valves for the loader, and also on the right hand console here we've got our 4 SCV controllers for the rear. We've also got down here our G5 universal display. Now this is the smaller 10-inch version, so it's not the Plus. The 10-inch is the G5 and the G5 Plus is the 12.8 inch. But again, this tractor is auto-track ready. So thanks to SFRTK in the Starfire receiver, we can get 2.5 centimetre accuracy thanks to that and our inbound screen here. What that allows us to do is have 5-year repeatability with SFRTK. Thanks to John Deere's Operations Centre and JD Link, you can also use remote display access. That allows either the technician at the dealership or the manager on the desktop to see exactly what the operator can see on the screen in the cab. Great for training and fantastic for doing diagnostic trouble codes. It may be the difference of a mechanic coming to see the tractor and not. In terms of hydraulic pump flow capacity, on the smaller tractors you can either have a PFC pump with 80 litres a minute, or we then move into the load sensing CCLS pumps. You've either got a 114 litre a minute option in the smaller models. This particular tractor has the 155 litre per minute. And then in the big extra frame machines, you can have up to 195 litres per minute. The extra small frame tractors of the 6M series are the babies of the fleet. You've got 3 models, the 95, the 105 and the 125. Now often the baby of the family, well, they can be given the hand-me-downs. In this case, I'd say it's the exact opposite. You are spoilt for choice. You've got the Tier 4 engine hidden under that beautiful slope nose bonnet. You've then got every transmission option, everything from the 16-speed 30k power quad through to the auto quad 40 and 50k, the command quad 40 and 50k, and then the IVT 40 and 50k. Combined with the loader makes it perfect for the farmer, the grower, or the contractor alike. These extra small frame tractors are perfect for loader work. You've got your tilting steering column, and these are the only models in the 6M range that have the full slope bonnet. We've then got our A-pillar display, which keeps any clutter down from in front of the steering wheel. If we then pan around to our right-hand console, this little tractor is a perfect spec. We've got our 24-speed 50k auto quad in this tractor, so that means that you've got plenty of usable gears in that 8 to 11k working range. And then, obviously for on the highway, you've got the 50k. While it might be considered to be a more mechanical gearbox, we've also got some electronic functionality in here too. We've got our armrest mounted joystick for the mid-mount valves. In this case, it does our R-series loader. We've also got hydraulic unlatching for the bucket in the cab here, and then rounding out the right-hand console, we've got electronic rear SCVs. All in all, this is a perfect tractor for the farm or the contracting business. It's comfortable, it's speedy, and thanks to TLS, you don't need a mouthguard driving across the paddock. To check out the entire 6M family, visit your local John Deere dealer today.